So back in the 1960s, there was a song in Central America that was banned, political song. Casas de cartón, carton houses. In that song, there's a lyric that best describes my speech. Qué triste se ve mi gente. How sad my people look. This is for all those others, the outcasts, the immigrants, the disenfranchised, the ones from ghettos and poor people. This is to try to redefine the way we are seen, talked about, and judged. But first, I want to tell you about me. When I was 4 years old, a woman came from America and told my sister and me she was our mother. Now, until that day, we were raised believing that the people raising us were our parents. They were really our grandparents. 2 years later, when our mother took us away, I cried. I knew I was never going to see my grandparents again. I arrived in New York when I was 6 years old. I'm from Central America. I'm here legally. I'm first-generation immigrant. Now, before I go on, there's one thing to know about my mother. You see, she wasn't home much, but there was a reason. She had 2 jobs. She had 2 children. And she was doing it by herself. You see, we don't have a father. We don't even know who he is. I started school when I was 6 years old. I didn't speak no English. I didn't even know how to read or write, not even my own name. I was bullied because of who I was. I'm Latino. And the way I dressed. I had shabby clothes and Payless shoes. It took me about a year to learn somewhat good English. But even then, I was still bullied. I remember an incident I had when I was 9 years old. We were in the 4th grade. We were doing the Pledge of Allegiance. But I had my head down. I was mumbling. My teacher stopped. She came right up to my face and said, "If you don't know the Pledge of Allegiance, just stand there quietly." I was shocked. I started crying. I started crying because of how embarrassed she made me feel and how angry I got. At age 9 also happens to be when I started noticing gangs. They would ride up and down my block, joking and playing with each other. They looked like they belonged. I didn't. They were friends. I didn't have any. Not even amongst my own Latinos. I didn't even know if I belonged. It's not that they didn't want me. It's that they weren't there long enough for me to know. They would leave, transfer, move, because they were going through the same situations I went through, being bullied. Everybody kept moving. Everybody but the gangs. So what was I supposed to do? I joined the gang. And by age 13, the gang was everything to me. At 13, I caught my first assault charge because of my gang. At age 14, because of my gang, I was in a group home. At age 15 and 16, I was in an upstate juvenile facility because of my gang. And when I went home, I went right back to what I knew, the streets and the gang. And at age 18, I was rearrested, charged with murder and assault, and sentenced to 21 years to life. I'm 28 years old now, ladies and gentlemen. And it took me to come to prison to realize who your true friends are, because they guide you in the right path, and they don't abandon you. My gang did. But the reason I'm telling you my story, though, because my story is not a unique one. Many go through what I've been through, if not similar, to worse situations, both here in America and abroad. And hopefully, while you're hearing my story, I can open up your eyes, your minds, and your hearts to these other individuals, these outcasts, these young boys and girls in ghettos, so we can start redefining their lives, making them better, productive members of society. So before you leave here today, I want you to ponder some questions amongst yourselves. What can we do to redefine the lives of these outcasts so we can reintegrate or learn a new culture here? But more importantly, what can we do to redefine the life of this young man or girl stuck behind bars, becoming more violent? Because violence is all he's known, so he doesn't end up becoming another me. My name is Alexander Aguilar, and I'm hoping that my story can help everybody redefine the lives of these other individuals. Thank you.